What's good? How we doing? Everybody doing good tonight? Oh. Raise the desk up a little. There we go. Thought everything was a little bit high, a little bit low on that end. What's up, everybody? Eric, what's up? Darth Magus. I cut on pretty quick tonight because I'm running a little bit behind. Apologies. I was hanging out with my wife for a little bit this evening and lost track of time just a little bit, but I appreciate everybody trickling in. Oh, you're fine, Eric. No, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. I was looking for you all, but you know, it's fine. That stuff happens. Yeah, it was a huge turnout, man. There was a ton of people there, and a lot of people came by, got books, hung out, just shot the breeze. So it was a good time, man. We had a really great time. I hope you're doing well, Darth Magus. I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's having a great night, Tuesday night here. I've been looking forward to a lot of the stuff that's coming out with gaming right now. Like the Adventures of Elliot and Pragmata are probably my two most anticipated games right now. What's up, Zach? How we doing? I'm really excited about those two games. After playing Resident Evil Requiem as much as I have, like I'm really excited for whatever Capcom's cooking. Like whatever they're cooking, I am totally fine with. Capcom's running the show right now, for me personally. Whatever they're selling, I'm buying right now. Period. Square Enix has a lot of catching up to do. Konami, it is what it is with Konami. And you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga is going to be winding down soon, so it is kind of bittersweet. You know, I've been thinking a lot about Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga recently. I think the thing I would take away from Remake to this point, now that I have spent some time away from the game, I'll go on and just kind of grind here and there, but as far as like playing through the story, being away from the main story for a little while now, I really appreciate how they've characterized everybody, especially the work the voice actors and the directing department for the voiceover stuff have done. Like, what they have done is really remarkable. Yeah, Rockstar is probably going to drop GTA before everybody thinking it. I'm not a Grand Theft Auto guy. I'm just not. It's going to rule the roost when it comes out, no doubt. But give me another Resident Evil. Give me Final Fantasy. Give me something else. You know, I don't know. Grand Theft Auto's never been my thing. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. It's just never been my thing. I enjoyed Vice City a bit, but that was just because of the 80s nostalgia stuff, you know? So, yeah. But with Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga, I really appreciate the lengths they've gone to flesh out the world, the lore a lot more with the characterizations of different characters and stuff like that. But I don't know, there's still something to it. And I can't put my finger on it, but I'm just like, there's something about it that feels missing. And I don't know what it is. And it's not just a Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga thing. It is a Final Fantasy thing, period. Now you've got a lot of people out there that will defend it tooth and nail. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I cried the whole time. Well, there's more human emotions than crying. It helped you get a good cry. I need it to be a good game. I need Final Fantasy to be back on that top tier, that upper echelon. It needs to get back there. With everything going on right now with Crimson Desert, Square Enix got to be pissing their pants. Like Bethesda got to be pissing their pants. And I said last night, this is less a berating on Final Fantasy with Crimson Desert and more so on Bethesda, because this is what Bethesda is supposed to be the king of, right? they're supposed to be the best at making these open world, huge, grandiose adventure kind of like build your character, tell your story kind of game, right? Bethesda has failed largely, and I don't want to come out here and dunk on anybody. The Crimson Desert stuff right now, like other RPG companies, have a lot to do. Now I know Crimson Desert's been developed for a long time. They did a lot behind closed doors before showing anything. This game's been in development a lot longer than people think, and because of like previs stuff and pre-production stuff and all that kind of thing. But like Bethesda's got to be looking at them and just thinking, what are we doing? What? And that's the thing. What is Bethesda doing? They teased Elder Scrolls 6 like what, 6 or 7 years ago. Just the little title picture. Well, what are you doing? What is that? What is that all about? I don't know, but Crimson Desert, and a lot of people I've talked to, I don't have time to play it. I just don't. A lot of people ask if I'm going to play it. I'm not. I don't have time. But, and yeah, that's a good point, Zach. Fable's going to be, and I'm going to get to Fable in a second, but with, how do I say this without pissing people off? Well, I can't say it without pissing people off. Final Fantasy's got to get fixed. Final Fantasy's got to get fixed. Like, 16 wasn't great. Had great performances. It was a good story. It wasn't a great game. 15, I thought, was a good story. Wasn't a great game. 14 is what it is. It's a pay service. Every game could be great if they were updating it every quarter, twice a year, and the game was continually being updated and fixed and supported. Every game could be great. Every game could have a great story. 14 was not good when it came out. People forget that. It was not good at all. It was almost DOA when it came out, as far as story and context, or not context, but content goes. 13, an okay story, not a great game. 12, I love 12. I will defend 12, but I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not a great game. Final Fantasy 11, online MMORPG, whatever. It was what it was on PS2. Final Fantasy X was the last great Final Fantasy. That was 25 years ago. That was 25 years ago. That's insane. And here's the thing. The nostalgia bearers. And y'all know me, nostalgia is just code for that shit was good. It was. It was. But all of us old heads have been carrying this torch for a long time, and I feel like there's a lot of the younger generation that's keeping Final Fantasy breathing and keeping it on life support because they're like, oh, I'm an emotional person. I'm in touch with my emotions. I'm supposed to really like Final Fantasy. Someone like me is supposed to like Final Fantasy, so I'm gonna enjoy it because all my other friends in my group enjoy it. I can't tell you how many people I talk to on an individual basis that are like, I think I like Final Fantasy. Like, I'll see people at shows, conventions all the time. They're like, you look familiar. And I'm like, yeah, I got a channel where I talk about Final Fantasy, but it's a small YouTube channel. And then before I can get to the next thing that they might know me from, it's always like, I think I like Final Fantasy. So many people say that. If you say, yo, I'm into Resident Evil, they're like, yo, man, Resident Evil is my shit. Or if that Grand Theft Auto, man, Grand Theft Auto is my game. Metal Gear, yo, Metal Gear is my game. It's, I think I like Final Fantasy. And another part of it is that every game is different, right? I understand that. But the quality should never drop. Like, every game's a different story and a different team. Maybe Square Enix should consider keeping the same teams on Final Fantasy, because in my opinion right now If you look at what Crimson Desert's doing, if you look at what Expedition 33 did at Sandfall Interactive, if you look at what these great companies that are making their own games are doing right now, you bet your ass they're going to keep the same people on these teams to keep producing their content. It's not going to be a mix and mash. So I think Square Enix should really consider whatever their next Final Fantasy is. I think you need to keep the core team that has worked on Remake together to work on that game. Now, that might mean that you can't be in pre-production right now for the next Final Fantasy until they finish this Final Fantasy VII Remake saga. That might just be, that 18 months might just be the price you have to pay to put out a good Final Fantasy. Because I really feel like Final Fantasy 17 is going to be I feel like they want it to be a massive game. Just based on what I'm hearing right now. Square Enix wants Final Fantasy 17 to be a massive, massive game. Like one of those games we might not hear about for 2 years. It might be 2029 before we hear anything about Final Fantasy 17. But if that's the price that needs to be paid to get this franchise back on track, then I think that's what they've got to do. Because there's no excuse. For a franchise that big, there's just no excuse. They need to get it back on track. I think Remake Saga does a lot of things really well. It does a lot of things really well. Like the characterization, the writing, all that kind of stuff, I love it. It's got some pacing issues. It's got, well, I don't even like to comment on that because, like, depending on how you play, it may or may not have pacing issues. Depending on what you like. And again, at the end of the day, this is all preference stuff, right? But I love the world of Final Fantasy VII. I love those characters so much. I just want to see them do right by them and end this thing the right way. I am not one of these people who gets into discussions with people online. It's like, you know, who should Cloud be banging, or who, you know, or who is this romantic relationship? And that is all touch grass material. I don't get into that. I don't talk about that. I'm about the characters and the story presented by the storytellers. I want to enjoy that. I want to appreciate that, and we can critique that. But all this like ancillary fandom stuff going on in the orbit of what really matters in the story, because none of that stuff really matters. All this fandom, other stuff, these other people out there that are just like, I don't know, like you get pulled into these I got pulled into a couple conversations at the convention. That's where I'm going. That's why I'm thinking about this right now. I got pulled into some weird conversations, and I finally had to say, yo, I'm not about that end of the spectrum. I just, you know, like, what if in another timeline? What one guy asked me, he's like, what if in another timeline? And this is my theory, and I think this is where the game's going. And I was like, and I did not ask for this conversation. I did not step into this conversation. Someone who knew me from doing Final Fantasy VII stuff on YouTube comes up, he's like, could I pitch a theory to you? And I was like, I'm listening, you know, be as nice as you can, you know. And I knew it was Final Fantasy VII stuff coming, you know. And I'm cool to talk about that stuff at shows. I love talking about that stuff at shows. But man, I knew this was going to be one. I knew this was going to be one. And when I say it's going to be one, you know what I mean. What if, and I really think this is where the game's going, and I can back it up with proof and evidence. And I was like, I said, that's not necessary, my man, go ahead. I was like, my man, that's not necessary, you go right ahead, okay? I was reading some of your comments real quick. He goes, this is where I think it's going based on evidence that I've accumulated. I've played through the first 2 games about 5 times each already, and I've taken screenshots of things, and I was like, just get on with it. He's like, I think in a previous timeline, Sid and Vincent are Hojo's children, and this is all coming to a head where Vincent's going to unlock something to do with Sephiroth, and then, you know, not Sid, he said Rufus and Vincent, sorry. I was thinking blonde guys, not Cloud. He said Rufus and Vincent were Hojo's children in another timeline. And I'm not trying to poo on anybody's theories, but this was wild, man. This was wild. And this was like a 20-minute conversation, you know? And I had to cut it off. And he was like, so I think they're his children in another timeline. I think Vincent will unlock the powers of Sephiroth, but Rufus will get them because Hojo's going to help him do something. And the final boss will actually be Sephiroth joining your party to fight Rufus Shinra. And I looked at him and I said, he was getting ready to keep going. I was like, bro, stop. I was like, that's not happening. I'm sorry. I was like, bro, that's not happening. I am so sorry. I don't care what screenshots you have. I don't care what Charlie from It's Always Sunny conspiracy board you've got. Some 20-foot conspiracy board in your basement lining all these things up. Just take it all down when you get home. Put it in a box. Put it in a memories keepsake box. Just put it away. And be done with that. And just enjoy game number 3. That is my advice to you, sir. And it's a sunny day. Go outside. Get your feet into some of that grass out there. Get your feet into some of that grass out there, man. It's a beautiful day. Go get you a tasty treat. Go get you something to eat. Enjoy the convention. It's my wish for you, my friend. It was wild. So, yeah. But here's the thing. No, this guy, he actually walked up and he was a well put together looking chap. You know what I mean? He was a well put together looking dude. And, you know, he wasn't like, I mean, not like jacked or buff or anything like that, but he looked like just your average guy, like me or anybody else. Just walked up and he was looking at my stuff. He's just like, hey, man, I've got this theory. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, what you got? It's the way he said it. I was like, I knew it wasn't going to be any video game for Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga. And so I was like, okay, I'm being nice. Let's go. Let's hear it, you know? But yeah, it's wild how many people still know me for theory videos. And I haven't done a theory video in so long, just because I feel like it's pretty clear where the games are going now. Like, it's super duper clear. Like, what I discussed at the end of Remake, after we all finished Remake, I was like, they're going to do this, this, and this, or they could do this, this, and this. And it was, the possibilities were endless. And we all kind of fell for it. You know, they all, you know, Square Enix wanted to give us this crazy mystery to talk about. I'm not talking about actually what's going on. I'm talking about what their plan was. They gave us this crazy mystery to talk about. So however long it took them to make the second game, we're all talking about it all the time. And it was like the best viral marketing campaign, the best like cloak and dagger marketing campaign ever. It was brilliant. And a lot of people are trying to do that kind of with their stuff now. But it was pretty obvious to me in this, like, early on in the second game, I was like, oh man, they pulled the ripcord. They're like, oh, no, we're not going to do anything super crazy different or interesting with the story, like Zack's alive and all this other kind of crazy stuff, you know. Even though they posed it that way toward the end, then they came up with a cockamamie story. That the story, the explainer, they're still kind of putting out. They're using Ever Crisis to kind of explain things away. You had to start a mobile game just to help explain away the mystery that you wrote. And then, like, what tells me that is all of Zack's stuff in the second game you can leave out and it's fine. You cannot see any of Zack's stuff in the second game. The most important part is the part where Aerith and Cloud are talking in that world that's being destroyed. You can forget about all of Zack's stuff. It's just to get Zack is just to get you to the story with Aerith and Cloud. And I was like, wow, they just, like, the whole second game, they were just like, okay, we've got to explain away Zack. We've got to put Zack away. We got the guy we used as the device to get people talking and keep people talking into the second game. we got to find a way to sweep that under the rug now in the second game because we're not going to go in that direction. That is crazy to me. But it is what it is. I hope they salvage it. I hope they find a way. But I really enjoyed Remake. I really enjoyed Rebirth as well. But all the Zack stuff was unnecessary. Yes. It was baited us into talking about it for a couple. It worked on me. I thought they were going somewhere crazy. It has an option where you can skip Zack's parts. Are you serious, Chris? Well, that just proves it right there. That just proves it right there. If it's important to the story, you shouldn't be able to skip it. And I like Zack, but what I liked about Zack in the original game was the mystery of him. Like, I liked that he was this, like, you didn't know he was a young guy, or you didn't know a lot about him in the original game. You could find things out about him, but it wasn't presented in a potent way where if you're just going through the game for the story, you're going to get all that information, right? For me, I always looked at Zack as like Cloud's Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I thought that was really cool. Oh man, this cool knight that we never got to know taught Cloud everything he knows, or Cloud thinks he's him or whatever. And then you get to know Zack, and it's like, okay, he's a cool character, but he was cooler in my head. Like, and everybody, all the OG fans, when Crisis Core came out, if you weren't around for that, I apologize if I'm speaking about an era you don't know about or whatever right now. But when that came out and people played that game, everybody was like, man, Zack was way cooler in my head. We like Zack, but he was way cooler in our head. You know what I mean? So I'm reading some of your stuff. Well, yeah, that stuff at the end, Zack, where he's helping you fight. I mean, that had to be in there now. Like, that had to be in there. Like, that wasn't necessary. You know what I mean? Cloud could have fought Sephiroth kind of there on his own and not power of friendship through it, The Cloud and Aerith battling Sephiroth was way more potent than the Zack part. I feel like you could have just left the Zack part out. But anyway, I'm not here to poo-poo on the Zack stuff. It's just that, like, my whole thing is, the reason I say this is because, okay, they pulled the ripcord. They were like, abort, abort, when it came to doing something interesting and putting a brick through the window of what Final Fantasy VII was in the beginning. And I'm an OG Final Fantasy VII purist, but I was excited about them toying with the idea, the concept of butterfly effect. What would happen if Zack had survived? How was the world if they had done something like that? You know what I mean? But they didn't. They pulled the ripcord. They're like, okay, early testing shows that people are not liking this. The fan base might not like it too much. It might hurt our sales for part 2. Let's go with plan B. Or maybe that was plan A, and plan B was Zack being alive. I don't know. They had a couple of different options scenario-wise, and then they went with the other option. The other option also means you have to explain away what's going on with Zack, and they came up with this really, like, long-winded way of explaining more in-depth the live stream. So the whole stuff with the multiple worlds and stuff being within the live stream, I still think that's just another way of talking about the passage of the dead, right? Like, all the people in those worlds had made peace. They were starting to make peace with the fact that they were not around anymore, and like Aerith being a Cetra, of course, is going to guide them through that, going to be there for that. And I'm not going to get into that whole explanation of what I think it is, but I think other people have covered it, and probably better than me. But I think it's all just like a big, way of saying this is part of the live stream. It's the passage of the dead. Each person that passes away, or maybe this is just a collection of souls that are passing away that haven't made peace with their passing yet. And once they've made peace with their passing, like Zack at the end, he makes peace with his passing. That's the way I looked at it. That's the way I looked at it. He understands he's not alive anymore. He understands that his role is going to be different now. And that's why he's like, see ya, you know, at the end. I mean, he has made peace with the fact that he is dead. And he didn't understand that in the beginning of the game. So in that respect, I like how they wrote it. I like that they wrote it that way. But again, I felt like either one of two things. It was largely unnecessary, or it was planned in a weird, I don't want to say bad, but it was, the whole Zack thing was oddly planned. Like, it was planned like, we're going to have a gotcha moment at the end of the game. We gotcha. Stay tuned. And people are going to talk about it. But then the follow-through, the execution was weird, man. The fact that we never got to fight with Zack in that other world, criminal. 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 I would have loved to have seen some cool moves from Zack or something like that. You know, and I understand that Cloud's moves are just Zack's moves, but it would have been cool to see Cloud break out, or Zack break out a cross slash or a braver or something like that, you know. Now, what does that mean for game number 3? Not really going to get too much into that, but I think he'll be around, but he won't be prominent like that. But that's wild. I didn't know that you can just straight up skip Zack's stuff now in the game, that they made it that way. So you can use him to delve into Deep Ground and the Genesis story arc. You could, but I don't know how much real estate Deep Ground and Genesis are going to have. I'm starting to worry that Deep Ground is just going to be some goons you fight when you go back to Midgar in Part 3. That's kind of a sinking fear I have right now. I really feel like I want them to put all their eggs in the basket for Final Fantasy VII Remake 3, like whatever it winds up being called. Like, I really, really hope that they're going to go all out for it and give us a show, man. Just give us a show, because there's a lot of, you know, there are a lot of people who have waited a long time for this story to finish. Like, they announced it in 2015, and then it took a whole lot of time. Like, the story's not going to finish until 2027 probably, so that's 12 years to finish this story. That's a long time, you know, from the beginning of the journey, following it, to being at the end of the story. But I'm along for the ride. Like I've said from the beginning, just, I've got my theories, I've got my ideas, but just take me on a ride. Take me on a ride. I hope the ride ends well. I hope the final hills are really good, the loops are awesome, and all that kind of stuff. Just take me on a ride. I hope it goes really well, and best to Square Enix on all of this, because I really don't think that they can absorb. I guess that's the best way I want to say it. I don't think they can absorb a bad game. Like, I don't think they could absorb. That would be a big hit if Final Fantasy VII Remake 3 was largely looked at as not great, which I don't think it will. I just don't. I just don't think they could take that hit right now. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens as they move forward. But I'll tell you one company that is not having that problem right now is Capcom. Like, now they may hit a downturn at some point. Can't go up forever, right? What goes up must come down. I understand that. But what they did with Resident Evil Requiem, with paying homage to the lore and the history of Resident Evil, to which I am just the biggest fan as I am of Final Fantasy, right? What they did with that and the characters and the emotion, and just it's It's the most complete Resident Evil experience since 4, and it's not even close. Like, it's the best Resident Evil game in 25 years, and it's not close. Like, I like the Revelations games. I liked 5. I liked Village. There have been other games I've liked, but Requiem is the absolute, I might even say, best Capcom game. And that's saying a whole lot, because Capcom's really been bringing it over the last 10 years. But it might be the best Capcom game in 25 years. It's definitely better than Devil May Cry 4. I love Devil May Cry 5. And Monster Hunter is what Monster Hunter is. You know, it's not like heavy story stuff or whatever. Post on my Discord how to skip Zach. Okay. But yeah, like what they've done with Resident Evil is nothing short of it's Lazarus like back from the dead, you know. Resident Evil was it was teetering on being a dead franchise. Like after Resident Evil 6, they knew it too. They knew they had to shake it up, and shake it up they did. Like Resident Evil 7 was them figuring out what this new direction was going to be. Resident Evil Village was them having a pretty good idea of what the new direction was going to be. Resident Evil Requiem is what the series needs to be from now on. Like if you're not, well, I'll say if. We are never going back to tank controls and fixed camera angles. God, that would be my heart. I would love that, but we're never going back, right? But this should be Resident Evil going forward. Don't mess with it. Don't tinker with it. Don't experiment with anything else. Don't do anything. This is Resident Evil going forward. If you're getting one mainline game every 4 or 5 years, this is the direction moving forward. Period. I don't want to see any more experimentation, anything like that. One thing that we've learned over the last year plus now, because it was February 2025 when the Expedition dropped, is that taking chances can be cool. Taking chances can be cool, but I think it gets overhyped sometimes. Take chances. You should take chances with your story. You should take chances with your narrative, your characters and stuff. But when it comes to gameplay, things that are fixed, that work, that get you through the tale, don't stop messing. Please stop messing with it. Like Expedition 33, their take on turn-based gameplay, so much so that it's probably going to be what Final Fantasy 17 is. Can't chef's kiss it enough. Resident Evil, they were like, what was the last great Resident Evil game? Oh, Resident Evil 4? Let's give you Resident Evil 4 on PS5. Perfection. Perfection. Stop messing with the formulas. Stop. Like, take chances with your story. Kill characters you wouldn't have thought that were going to get killed off. Whatever. Do those kinds of things. A lot of gamers like us, if you're here on this channel watching, you're probably into the story. You know, I put gameplay at the bottom, but gameplay is on my top 5 things to judge a game by, right? It's story, art, characters, music, gameplay. Gameplay is on there. It's not, graphics are not on there. I don't care about graphics. I just don't. I think it's superficial. I don't think you need it for a great story. You don't need it for great gameplay. You don't need it for these things. It's just what's expected for games to look like now. Though I will say, this game, a Final Fantasy VII Remake, and everything coming out now just needs to look good. That's just part of it. Part of the wheelhouse. It needs to look good. It's the expectation. It's the expectation. Especially from like a big AAA company, right? With billions of dollars. It needs to look good. But I think Capcom has figured out the formula. Even Pragmata looks like it plays a bit like Resident Evil 4. Now, some of the things you can do are going to be a little bit different and everything, but largely it looks like the action and the base work of the action, it feels a lot like Resident Evil, like good Resident Evil, you know, which is why I'm very interested to try out Pragmata. It looks really good, man. Gotta have Jill and RE10. Yeah, gotta have Jill. Gotta have Jill and RE10. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Chris, that's why I pull back a little bit on the narrative chances. I mean, you can go crazy with it. And Last of Us 2, it wasn't a bad game. But I've said before, what made Last of Us stand out is the relationship between Joel and Ellie. The game itself wasn't remaking the wheel. When first Last of Us came out, I was already tired of the zombie post-apocalyptic genre. It was already dead and shambling down the road, as far as I'm concerned. But I saw the trailers, the performances, the relationship between the two characters. I thought that was very interesting. I played it. That was what made that game that game. Like the lore, what lore? You know, there is no lore. There are things that happen in that world, but it's very ordinary, very bland. The writing outside of Joel and Ellie's relationship is very bland. But then in 2, you took the one good thing that made your game great and smashed it with a golf club. But you know, narrative chances sometimes can backfire on you. That I'm not talking about crazy narrative chances like that. No, that's just being psychotic with your material. You got to have somebody there to reel you in a little bit. You know, don't have a bunch of yes men working around you. Have somebody that can reel you in. A good editor goes a long way. A good editor goes a long way. Fortunately for us, I think the powers that be at Capcom, and then you got people like Kitase and Hamaguchi, and even Nomura at Square Enix. Say what you want to about Nomura. I think he's got some pretty good people around him right now to kind of reel him in a little bit. He's an amazing mind, has a crazy imagination, but he's the type of guy that needs to be reeled in a little bit, you know? So by the end of part 2, well, yeah, this isn't going to become a Last of Us Part 2 hate stream. I can't let that happen. Love you, Chris, but I can't let. That's why I stopped myself. I had to hit the brakes myself because I could easily do that. Just anyway, I had another thought about that, but I'm gonna stop. But no, like I think Capcom, I think they figured out the secret sauce. I think they're like, people like this gameplay. We can tweak it. We can add little things to it. You like the HUD here instead of here? Okay. You like the way this HUD interacts with this? You like the way this options menu interacts? You like the way we present these actions for you? Okay, great. But they're not messing with the base formula. They're not telling you you're getting chicken Alfredo and putting mushrooms in there for the noodles. Like, you know, they're not destroying the recipe. They're adding garlic to the Alfredo. They're not replacing the Alfredo with mustard. You know, which is like what a lot of these companies try to do. You can't do that. And I think Capcom's figured that out. I am so excited for the future of Capcom. I am hopeful for the future of Final Fantasy. I don't say Square Enix, because Square Enix does a lot of different stuff. And, you know, so does Capcom, of course, but right now Capcom's cooking. I'm not worried about anything they're doing. I'm worried about Final Fantasy. I'm very worried about Final Fantasy. Not 7 Remake. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's almost done. And I think the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga, I think it'll be great. I'm excited about it. But Final Fantasy as a franchise, I'm very worried about it. About to come out and defend Naughty Dog. But yeah, the reason I'm worried about it is because every Final Fantasy, it's like, it's good that they try different things with Final Fantasy, but it's time to get back to basics. And Expedition 33 showed us that Expedition 33 might be, it's one of the best, like still, over a year later, it's still one of the best games ever made. I still go back when I've got 20 or 30 minutes of downtime and just go play around in that world and just grind a little bit and just fight. Listen to the music. Remember what it felt like, you know, is to be in that world. It was just like, I haven't had a game do that to me in my adult life since like Final Fantasy VII or Chrono Trigger or Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Those 3 games are goated. Those 3 games are forever in my top 5. Expedition 33 found its way in there. So Final Fantasy, in my humble opinion, needs to take cues from what Expedition 33 did. I think they are. I think they need to take cues from that and get back to basics with the turn-based battle systems. And start there. Just start there. And tell a good story. Tell a cohesive story. Tell a story that makes sense and takes us on a journey. Give us the hero's journey. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Who is the hero? Could be anybody you want. Give us an ensemble cast? Absolutely. Do whatever you want to. Like, make the new main character like a Terra character from Final Fantasy VI. Lightning I thought was okay, but as a character, you know, where I'm going with this is maybe the next Final Fantasy character should be a female. Whatever. However you feel like that's very superficial. That's not shaking it up. That's just like, well, instead of a guy, we're going to put a girl in here, and it's going to be basically the same character. We're just swapping genitalia. That's not taking a chance. That's just swapping genitalia on your character if you just write it the same way. Terra is special because she's not written like just a female written like a male character, like so many female characters are these days. It's written for a male and a female's portraying it. There's a way to write females. There's a way to write males. There's a way to write different people of different genders. Like, there's a way to write these people. And if you ignore that and just do what Marvel does and write everybody as like a male character, that's not taking a chance either. The next Final Fantasy, make it the hero's journey, make it turn-based, get back to basics, get back to what made Final Fantasy great. Get back to it. Because Expedition 33 just did it. Expedition 33 just did it. Mael was so great because she wasn't written like a dude. She was written like a confused woman. There's a difference. There's a big difference. And yeah, Chris, we've had many conversations about that. You know how I feel about Terra. You know how I feel about Terra. Like, she's goated. She's like one of my favorite characters. And another thing, that's why I like Jill Valentine so much. Because there's a nurturing thing about her, but she can still kick ass and get things done. Like, she's written so well. Now, in Remake Part 3, she wasn't written that well. That's another reason I didn't like it too much. I didn't like, and I'm not like a conservative person, but I didn't like her cussing and everything so much. Because, like, that's a sign that you're not in control. Like, when you're cussing and like, oh shit, oh fuck, and that's a sign that you're not in control. In Resident Evil Nemesis, the original PS1 version, she was in control. Like, she'd seen these things. It's a terrible situation, but she knows how to get through it. She's trying to get through it. She's trying. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. I didn't like the way they wrote her in that game, and that's why there was a word like cussing games. I'm an artist. I cuss like a fucking sailor. You kidding me? All the time. All the time. I have a hard time watching my mouth around my kid. I mean, so that's definitely not it. It's just that it was the how you treated the character. By writing her that way, she never sounded like she was in control. And she was written like a guy. You know what I mean? Just like, you could have put any Schwarzenegger prototype into that role and it could have been whatever, the way she was written. So that's why I didn't like that, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Old school Final Fantasy never had that problem. All the characters were written properly. Everybody made sense. The game was great. And I'm not saying you got to go back to the 8-bit and 16-bit era and make that. But start there. Go back and start there. Be like, why does 8 have such a devoted fan base? Why does 9 have such a devoted fan base? Why does 10? Think about the characters of Final Fantasy X for a minute. And then you'll see everything I'm trying to illustrate to you right now. Every character is written in a way that only they are that character. And it makes sense. Every one of those characters speaks to you. And they're written in a way that's coherent and makes sense. And the gameplay is flawless for an RPG. The characters are written flawlessly. The story is amazing. Just go back to Final Fantasy X if you don't want to go back farther than that. Start there and be like, what do we need to do in 17? Let's start here. This blueprint. Let's start here. 10 is one of the greatest games ever made. Laughs and Titus. Well, that was just a directing error. That is a well-documented directing error. That was actually a pickup. That was a pickup. That scene is rough. It's supposed to come off at, if I know the story correctly, from what I understand, from what I've heard, it's like from people who were there. It was supposed to come off as awkward, and the laugh was a pickup afterward. Like they had recorded the scene to be awkward and everything, and then the laughing, they had a version, but then they had to do a pickup, and for some reason the director went with the pickup. So yeah, because in Japanese it doesn't come off that way. Oh yeah, the opening for Final Fantasy X is up there with Bombing Mission, dude. That's the thing for me. Final Fantasy VI's opening is very sluggish. Like, when I first played 6, or 3, rather, it was a chore to get through the first hour or two for me. I didn't like it, but once I got into the story and the characters, and as I got rolling along on the adventure, I was like, okay, this is actually a really great game. I can remember thinking that in middle school when I was playing it. I was like, oh, this is actually a really great game. Okay, alright. Envoy of Justice. Auron is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters of all time. Of all time. Auron is the one of the inspirations for one of the characters I write in Aurora. So, but yeah, Auron is amazing. And the big reveal with him at the end, or toward the end, it's lightning in a bottle, man. You can never write that again. It's so good. Alright, Eric, man, you have a great night, dude. But yeah, so the future of Resident Evil and Capcom, super crazy bright, man. Super crazy bright. The future of Final Fantasy, I think, is fine. But they've got some things to figure out. And again, I think Remake Part 3 is going to be sensational. I'm not worried about that. Because they've got their team. Like, they've got their team now. They've got their creative team. They know what they want to do. They know the story they're going to tell. They know how they're going to deliver the end of the story. I am not worried about them. I am worried about the future of Final Fantasy, because this team is not going to make the future Final Fantasy games. They're going to be divided up and split up among the big conglomerate that is Square Enix. They're going to go work on other projects. They're going to work on things that aren't as great, some things that might be pretty good. I would seriously consider keeping the remake team together to build 17. If it costs you 18 months, so be it. So be it. Like, if they haven't started development for 17 yet, because, like, that's what I'm saying, is like 17's development should have already started. But if I were in that building, I'd be like, we're gonna wait until Remake Saga is done, and this team is gonna start working on 17 after they take a couple months off. Give them a couple months off, and then they're gonna work on 17. Not a couple weeks, not even a couple months, a couple weeks. And then they're going to start working on 17. That's what I mean by that delay. So, do I think Emily is a clone of Grace, or is Grace a clone too? No, I think Grace is just fine. I think they had Grace's DNA and started making clones of Grace because they thought she was something. And she's not anything. So that's why all these clones were going blah, you know, and morphing. But no, I think Grace is fine. But being Umbrella, they had her blood somewhere. They had her DNA somewhere, you know. Somebody found it. Or, you know, being Umbrella, anytime Grace had gone to get a checkup or get a shot or anything like that, they could have been like sneaking in and taking a sample or something. Never know. But I think all those kids are like a clone of Grace. Well, there's only her now. So Emily, and then we know Chloe got disposed of. But yeah, so she's raising a little her basically. I hadn't heard that, Chris. I had not heard that. Let the Octopath Traveler Zero team take a shot at Final Fantasy. Well, they'd have to beef that team up. It'd have to be a much bigger team. Well, no, I mean, we know that Spencer and Umbrella were in possession of Grace. You know, so, you know, okay, so yes, she was an orphan, but they took blood samples from her. I mean, they gave her a shot. They probably checked, make sure she was okay. No T. We've tested her for T virus. This baby for T virus. She's okay. You know, all that kind of thing. So that's what I'm saying is like her samples were there and available for anybody like Zeno or Victor or anybody to find and make something of. So yeah, I think all those failed experiments afterward that morphed into monsters were clones of Grace. I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that. But, I mean, we're probably never going to see Grace again. I mean, unless she joins BSAA or something like that, you know, because I thought we would see Rose in this game. Nope. I was really interested in Rose. Like, what they're going to do with her or whatever. Nope. It was not here. She might be more tied to Chris Redfield, so we might see her in 10. But I want them to focus on Jill in Final Fantasy 10, in Resident Evil 10. I want the focus to be on Jill. Speaking of, I'm going to take a quick break. When I come back, we're going to play more Resident Evil Requiem. And I'm going to look and see if there is a demo for The Adventures of Elliot out. If there is. I think there is. Is it? Y'all can tell me right now. I'll know right now. Is there a demo on PS5 for The Adventures of Elliot? If there is, I'm considering downloading it and playing it. So, I'll be back in just a moment. what do I want the DLC to be? I want it to just be random. I just want it to be some random Umbrella or Connections operatives, like looking for Zeno's head, like fighting through the bowels of that place to go find Zeno's head, or fighting to get out and get back to where they need to go. I think that would be really cool. Can you imagine? Imagine this for just a second. Like, and I'm just coming off the cuff with this real quick. I don't know if this is what they'll do or not, but like, imagine for a second that the only way out of that place is a secret tunnel that goes to the old Arclay lab, like the old Resident Evil 1 lab, and then you come out through the ruins of the mansion. Like you're that team that goes in to get Zeno's head or the remains of it, because that'll lead to Wesker in Resident Evil 10. God, man, God, what they could do with this horror sci-fi fantasy story. Resident Evil would do whatever it wants, man. They're right. They're king of the mountain right now. They can do whatever they want with this story, and it will make sense. Like that, the way they've set it up, the way they've written it, the way they've structured it so well. This is top tier writing. This is top tier IP development. Like, as far as from a creative standpoint, like they can do whatever they want, and it's gonna make sense, and they can make it make sense. Like, I would love to see the Alpha team for Umbrella going in, fighting their way out of monsters, a couple crazy boss fights or whatever, and then you come out through the old Arclay facility and just destroyed and exploded, and just you know, a hole in the ground where the foundation of the mansion was. That would be awesome, man. That's what I would want to see. No demo for Elliot? Boo. Oh, Pragmata has a demo? Okay, bet. Might do that here in a little bit. Depending on how long I'm in Resident Evil Requiem. I do have work to do tonight. So, how come Grace never turned after getting bit? Oh, that was easy. Like, Victor gave her the antiviral for the T-virus. Not like, yeah, I mean, he had her wound dressed, and he was probably like, oh, she got bit. Here, let me give her a shot. At this point in the story, they've got the antiviral for the T-virus. So, and he got to her pretty quick after she had gotten bitten too. So, yeah, I think that's the easy explainer. So, anyway, let's get back into Resident Evil Requiem. I love this game. Hang on. Why does my audio... Man, my audio on this... One of these days I'll have a killer gaming PC that I'll be streaming to you all on. I would just say it's whatever... I would just say it's whatever Victor did to her. Because we know he treated her and took her blood, started taking her blood, but yeah, he treated her. I guess that's just the sound. Continue. I think we're in RPD, right? Hang on, let me check my volume. How's my volume, everybody? Is the volume in doesn't suck territory, or does it suck? Oh yeah, also I've got to I gotta find these files, man. Got files and hidden locations and stuff.
Hey, Lieutenant Brenna. Kennedy, reporting for duty.
Man, I love that line every time he delivers it. Yeah, so basically this sweep through the RPD this time is just me looking for files. I'm missing 2, so chat if y'all want to help me out. So I'll break it up. So what I'm missing, Raccoon City, between record of events and library card, and between photograph and Series 60 results. Those are the 2 I'm missing. And then I think I've got everything out of ARC. Yeah, I've got everything out of ARC. So they raised the prices? It doesn't surprise me. I didn't see that, but it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I'm good. I've got my PS5 base. I'm fine. I don't need all that business. All that business. I don't think this is loud enough. Hang on. I don't think it's loud enough on my end. Here. Let me fix something up real quick. There. Yeah. Agreed, Envoy. Oh yeah, Chris, you still haven't played this, have you? Dude, man, this... Like, you've heard me singing this game's praises personally, face to face. I mean, this game is so good. And with the RE2 soundtrack on, like you could turn on the Resident Evil 2 soundtrack for the Raccoon City bits. It puts it on another level, dude. Going through the ruins of RPD is so friggin' awesome, man. Chef's kiss. This is where we come across the still around. Yeah.
Jesus. Rest easy, officer.
Rest easy, officer. Still got this body here. Still missing his jaw. Love that we've still got the key emblem plates on the doors, though they're all just rusted and burned out. Yeah, it's part of the Digital Deluxe thing. I didn't buy the Digital Deluxe version originally, but I did upgrade it. I think it's like 15 bucks to upgrade it. You get a bunch of stuff, but the big thing is it gives you the RE2 soundtrack. And so like every save room is the RE2 save room music. Yeah, Chris. Well, here's the thing, Chris. If you all don't know, Chris is my editor for ARAURA. So everybody give Chris a nice hi in the chat. Chris, everybody's been saying if I wasn't so busy, I could play Crimson Desert. And I've been joking that there's no way I'll ever be able to play Crimson Desert. Even though I want to. Like, I really want to. Oh, that's where I came out of. Where is... Oh, we'll take that. Yeah, we're not leaving this time without these files. Oh, Chris, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. That's the kind of stuff that makes me want to play it. That's the kind of stuff that's going to make me want to play it. I can't be hearing it. I can't be hearing it, dude. Dude, look at this, man. This is just absolutely crazy. Windows are all blown out from the bomb. Stars. Stars. See, I also don't want to waste too much time in here because I would like to try and get this under 4 hours on this run. Jill's hat. Still there. Picture of her dog, I guess. Made in heaven. The stars picture. Whoa.
Good lives needlessly lost.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Don't need that because we already got it. I'll open it anyway. Nothing there. But it was Wesker's glasses in there if you all don't know. Alright, so yeah, I didn't miss any files in the STARS office. So weird, man. I feel like this is where I'm missing some files or something out of here. Oh yeah, that's what I gotta come here and get that. Left by Leon 28 years ago. Whoa. Can you fall me? Oh, you can. Okay. Doesn't explain how you got the jack under the The file that falls out of what drawer? These are the things I need to know, man. What up, lady? Out of the drawer in the STARS office? Is that what we're talking about? Do I need to go back upstairs? So a file falls out of a drawer? I don't know, maybe. If I knew the name of the file, I could tell you. We'll go back. Is it Wesker's drawer? Oh wait, no, yeah, I did get this. Yeah, this is... Yeah. So yeah, I've got that. Hang on. Raccoon City. Here we go. Yeah, see, I'm missing... I'm just going to look it up real quick. Let me take a little peek-see here. Let's see. Raccoon... Cody? No, City. Raccoon City... Files. RE9. Okay. God, IGN is unscrollable. Let's see here. The file after record of events is on the couch after Big Dude chases you. Really? Code Veronica remake's gonna be awesome. RE1 remake is gonna be the one though. That's gonna be the one. All right, so it's on the couch. Where is the couch? Not in here for sure. Is it down here in the lobby? Is that what we're talking about? Like down here? Right here? Is that what we're talking about? It's right here? After he chases us out? So I'm thinking a lot of these are after Tyrant chases you around. Just guessing.
The ruins of the Raccoon City Club. You need to understand.
Covert military units from every country on Earth come to Raccoon City for one
Upstairs.
purpose.
Okay.
To find Elpis.
But after he chases me around. Okay.
What is Elpis?
The power to upset the military
Elvis,
balance
the king of rock and roll.
world. The last virus, created by Spencer. Designed to control human consciousness.
Mind control?
They couldn't let it be stolen. So they launched the missile strike to hide it.
I love that he's a Wesker
Hide a
clone, but
virus.
he's so different from Wesker.
Why do something so extreme?
Extreme. Is it? When the president tried to investigate, they had him assassinated. And you are the key to retrieving Elpis.
Emily.
In a way. But not the girl you met.
Oh yeah, this is the house, right? Or this is the orphanage, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't like this part. This is a pace killer for sure. This whole area right here.
Stay away. Stay away!
Super pace killer.
What was that?
Throwing some hide and seek BS into the middle of the Raccoon City, return to RPD. Alright, now we just wait. No, I think the point of putting that in there as a reminder is that was the villains of Resident Evil. That was their goal, to become godlike. That is a representation of, you know, seeking the godlike power. And in my opinion, I'm glad they brought that in, because it makes it feel Resident Evil villain again. Yeah, I wish it were a skippable video. Yeah. No, yeah, this part is fine. I do like the lore of it, but yeah, it takes a bit to get through. All right, young ladies. Need y'all not to be snapping people's necks. Girls now.
Please, someone help me.
I'm not a crazy bitch. I do feel bad for Chloe. Like, I feel really bad for her. Like, they do a good job of getting sympathy on the character. Especially if you look at her. Like I feel really bad for her. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, am I supposed to go or am I supposed to wait? Okay. Alright, you all go on now. You kids go on play now. Need you kids to get outside. We got company coming over. Need y'all kids to get. Oh yeah, this is kind of a weird trick. I think if you just run back over this way and come back, they're gone. They're still there? Yeah, they're still there. Okay. So, maybe I gotta go out into the foyer here. Yeah, okay, so hear the door slam. She's almost as slow as Grace is. No, I like the scene. I like the suspense of. Actually, this is actually the scariest part of the game, to me. It's a nice mix of fear and suspense, but this is definitely the scariest part of the game for me. Like, way scarier than any of Grace's stuff.
What do I do?
Oh, what? It wouldn't let me do the... Oh no, they're gonna get me. Oh, they didn't get me. Oh, that's a miracle. It took a long time for her to put the key in there. Usually it's instantaneous. Yeah, I thought they were gonna get me. For sure.
Please just be a bad dream.
Poor thing.
Why
Have
did
a
they...
heart.
Where am I?
Oh no, I've opened the coffin before. This area here has kind of like a Resident Evil Zero-y feel to it. I won't hold that against it though. Hold the F. Oh wait, I forgot to hit the switch over here. Derp. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I did. In the first playthrough. I don't think I bothered with it in the second playthrough. I'm trying to remember which one it was. That pull this one out? No. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Scarred due to volatile symptoms, yeah. Oh, 1990. Okay. Oh yeah, well, she can't be a clone. Okay, they can't be clones of Grace. I think we covered this before, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, they can't be clones of Grace. Well, maybe Grace is a clone. Just because she's a clone doesn't mean she's not normal. She just wasn't, she wasn't augmented in any way. These girls were. That might be what that's about. Thank God the mattress was there. She opened that as easily as Leon. Oh wait, wrong one. You move this away.
What's wrong with them? What is this
I need to make sure there's not a file I'm missing here. Because these files starting at Series 60 results, these files are all in here. Yeah, so these are all in here. Right here, right here. So yeah, these two are all right here. This other one up here, that might be the one you all were talking about with after the big guy chases me. So I'm gonna look around a little bit with her. Hang on a second. I am not missing these this time. This might be my last playthrough for a while, so. Okay. Okay, hang on. So, oh no, I think I missed one. I think I've already missed one. Oh no. No! Oh wait. Okay, maybe I haven't. Okay, hang on. Bear with me. No, I've got that one. It's trying to tell me I don't have that one. I've got that one. I've got scavenger hunt clue number 2. Wait, it didn't give me credit for toe tag. Or is that up here? I got the toe tag and didn't give me credit for it. That's supposed to be this one, I'll bet. What? Are you serious? No way. Are you serious? You all catching this right now? So I got the toe tag. It's supposed to be this one right here, but it didn't give me credit for it. What is up with that? Can I reload? Load game? Oh, do I want to do this part again? Did I do something wrong? What should I do, chat? What do you all think? That's what I'm missing, but I got it. I'm gonna reload it. No. It should have given me credit. Like, hang on. So, like, it would be in my files. But it's not here. It would be right here. But it's not there. I'm gonna have to reload it. Damn. Wait, no, hang on. Here. Not there, here. Perfect. Did I already grab the thing? Okay. Yeah, it was right in here. I got it. I've already got it. I've already got it. It's not there. I've already got it. And it didn't give me credit for it. It's so weird, man. I'm not going to be able to get that achievement. Bug found. Bug discovered. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hang on. Oh, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Are you serious? Oh my god. That is so lame. That is so lame. That is so lame. No way, I gotta do all that over again. I've got to do all of that over again. You have to interact with the tag. Because there's a bug there. Yeah, I just read that. Crap. So I'm going to have to reload from the RPD hall save. Which that's not a big deal. I'll just do that. No, it's okay. Like, I took my time a little bit there, so this will just give me a chance to run back through. I don't have to do all that other stuff. Speed run. Speed run, baby. I'll come in here and get these bullets. Speed run.
Rest easy, officer.
Oh, shit. That's so lame. Now I gotta do that part I don't like all over again. Don't have to go in the RPD office. Go in here and get the jack. Oh. It's back here. That'll save me a little bit of time. I just like to do all the stuff. Alright. Now we're gonna, just because it'll help me use the jack up. Yeah, I saw the Tofu cameo. That was awesome.
Sure you have a question. You need to understand.
And we're back. That was quick. All to get this friggin' toe tag.
Stay away. Stay away!
What was that?
Hide from the children. The children of the corn. Cool. Well, we're already back, so it's no big deal. We'll grab a quick drink while they come and shake me down. I'll be right back. All right. They still haven't gotten this done yet? Okay. Gotta interact with the toe tag. That is like, ugh. Well, I thought, I knew I had gotten it before. Alright, so what's the last one? Go on, get. Y'all going back to school now. I'm gonna check these real quick. Ark, Raccoon City. Record of events. Okay, so guide pamphlet. I'm missing the guide pamphlet. Where the hell is that at? Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. Okay. That's what you all were talking about earlier. Cool. All right, we're going to get this done here in a few minutes.
Someone help me.
Drinking a Diet Coke, my good sir. Been drinking a lot more water lately, too. Different electrolyte waters, mixtures, and stuff like that. Staying away from the sugary stuff. Where's that coming from? But yeah, this is definitely the scariest part of the game. Like, you kind of don't know when they're going to drop in front of you, so that's kind of the scary part for me. Alright, girls, get out here. Get out of here. Go to your room. Don't backtalk with sassing. I'll make sure they're good and gone. You gotta cross the threshold and hear that door shutting sound. Yeah, there we go. Now they out. Sorry I'm making weird faces and stuff. I'm like, my allergies have been kind of picking up, and I mowed the yard tonight, so my eyes are super dry right now. It's not doing at all.
Can't let them find me.
Oh shit, I forgot to pick these up. The derp? Okay, there we go. Where are these chicks falling from? Oh my god, are you kidding me? What are you doing? Oh my god, she sucks just as bad as Grace. Like, what are you doing? Oh my god, so and so. No, don't kill. This is the first time I've died this whole game. Are you kidding me? Stupid. I hate this part of the game. Continue. Hate this part of the game. Did you pick the key up? Okay. Is it in your possession, little girl? Okay.
What do I do? What do I do?
Come on. Come on. There we go. Go, go, go. Oh my god, are you serious? Absurd. Absurd. Load game. Let me put the key in. Oh my god. I've never had this much trouble with this part. Ugh. Alright, Chloe. See if we can not be a failure this time. Are you serious? Are you serious? No, I can usually just get right in there. Yeah, I can usually just get right in there. I've never not gotten right in there.
What do I do?
There. That's usually what happens. Alright, you're not dumb anymore. You're still sweet and innocent again. Alright, cool. Let's go.
Please just be a bad dream.
Ooh.
Why did they?
Oh, poor thing. Got him. I don't understand this right here. Like, what's the point of that? Like, who's doing that? You know? Alright, let's get this toe tag. Let's get this toe tag. Just approach. Knocked a good 5 to 10 minutes off this run, though. Why not just kind of like dicking around in RPD? Alright. You're mine this time, toe tag. Let's go. Okay. There we go. Interact with it a couple times. Obtained file. We got it. Okay, good stuff. It was worth the comeback. It was worth coming back. Chloe with the pole vault and the dismount. And oh! Wasn't it a fire poker that Grace used in the opening of the game to fight off the zombie that bit her? Just use the thing. Alright, we're in the clear. We're in the clear, boys. Let's go.
What's wrong with them?
Alright.
What is this place?
That was only like a 5 to 10 minute detour. It's worth it. I've got all these files and stuff. And there we go. And we back. I do like watching this scene right
They
here.
weren't able to recreate Spencer's key. But now we have the original. We have you. You can unlock Elpis at Ark. That's where we'll go.
So, what, I was made?
Correct.
So it really was all my fault.
What was?
Yeah, I love how
That
Zeno
mom
is like.
murdered, and
Him and Wesker are so different.
she turned into that thing.
But he's a clone.
What's
Like
done is
he's
done.
like her.
You need to focus on the future.
She even was my mother.
It's time to embrace your destiny.
But he's also like a young Wesker. Oh, well, you know. Like, he's probably, well, he's the age Wesker would have been in Resident Evil 1.
What the? Mr. Kennedy, I had a feeling you'd make an appearance. Sorry, but I don't have time to spare.
Awesome.
Have
I really like Xeno. He doesn't get a lot of time, but I really like him.
Oh, God. I remember that, too.
He's struck. Can we confirm or can we confirm or not whether or not that uses one of your bullets? Must know.
Wasn't there an orphanage around here?
Yes, there was. Why?
I'm gonna do some digging.
I just sent you the coordinates.
I don't have time to deal with this.
Damn. Oh, he was right on me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, big boy. You think he's gonna yank me down in that shot right there? Throws the helicopter
Give me a goddamn break.
Is this the couch? No, that's not the couch. It must be in the other room. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, come on in here, boy. He did not like that. All right, so let's find this last file.
Everything all right, Leon?
Yeah. I'm good.
What is ARC?
Not sure. But apparently it's someplace important.
That guy's flashlight's still on. This must have just happened. Oh, here it is. Is that it? Oh, I found it. Oh, case closed. We got it. We got it. Welcome to Raccoon City. Did you know? While we are the home of pharmaceutical giant Umbrella Corporation, Raccoon City is vibrant and dynamic. It is a vibrant and dynamic city with a long, rich history of its own. And this guide will introduce you to just a few of the more unusual points of interest our city has to offer. Raccoon City Police Station. The building in the center of town wasn't always a police station. In fact, it used to be an art museum. Various features like the unusual clock tower and the goddess statue in the main hall remind us of a bygone era. Orphanage, just a few blocks from the police station, is an orphanage founded by and run by the Umbrella Corporation with the help of generous donations from business and citizens alike. The building is known for its stained glass window, which attracts visitors from all over the world. Cool, we got them all. We had to catch them all, and we did. Alright. So yeah, these BSAA dudes must have been in here, and like, maybe they were just, like, they were here, like, the whole time. Like, right before Leon and everybody got here, and then, like, Xeno wiped them out. I wonder, what do you all think? What do you all think? Escape the RPD. I really like this area down here. That was the last letter to mommy right there. There you go, boy. Night, night. Oh shit. There's more. I know there's more, right? No? Splattered that dude. Alright. Time for gun shop kendo. That's so wild, man.
It hasn't changed.
I'm gonna skip this because I really want to try to hit time. Lots of rifle ammo. Those are the plays his setup music too.
Fuck me.
That was a strike. That was a strike, boy.
save them. But I can stop bastards like you. Die already, you son of a bitch.
Hell yeah, let's kick him back.
I'll stop you as many times as I have to.
Might as well open it. All right.
Made it. I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Grace.
Understood.
It's nice that there's nothing really I have to find now. I can just run. I did kick the ball through the basketball hoop the first playthrough. I did do that. That's just like, that's insane, man. It's like, what was that hole? You know what? Like that bomb couldn't have made this happen. You know what I mean? Like, why is this? Like, what what is this, man? Like, what made this happen? You know? That's the detail, the storytelling in this destruction is crazy. I don't think they'll let me go this way for anything. No, it won't. balls on this guy, man. I gotta get to this. I just gotta see where this goes. Like he's taking a big chance. Like he doesn't know. Like this is just a random threat. He doesn't know this goes anywhere.
Seriously. I guess this is my stop. BSA left something behind. It just keeps going.
Yeah, this is a nice little bit. Like in original Resident Evil 2, the plant that's growing in the underground facility, that's what this is. It kept growing for like 28 years. It just kept growing.
Finally reached the bottom. This is one very deep hole.
The perfect place to hide something.
Okay. Nope, don't want that. Do want that. We'll sell the machine gun ammo. I haven't used the machine gun since the first playthrough when you actually get it. What upgrades do I have? You know what? That can wait. That can wait. See you, baby. See what they do. Look at this. It's auto aim. That's how bad Ray is at shooting guns in games. How'd you miss, bro? It's auto aim. Where there's a will, there's a way. Alright, let's see. My inventory is probably getting full. Let's make some shotgun shells. Manage this a little bit. Okay. Okay. Alright. Put you over here, because we're just going to sell you.
This flower's really evident for me.
There's another one over here. I always forget it comes back.
Just so you know, I've killed every plant I've ever had.
That's funny, I never thought that one.
Stubborn meat, aren't you?
Got him. Got him. Nothing over there or up there.
This must be it.
That's actually really cool. So where does the surface let out up there? Like, somebody had to know there was like a lab down here, you know? Oh, dude. Like, someone had to have stumbled across that at some point. Oh, there we go. I thought there was stuff in here I could grab. Just one stuff. Just one stuff. Okay. Oh, nope, there's a stuff. See, I need to combine stuff. That one. About to go in on some CQC here. Take that.
I'm getting the feeling I'm not wanted around here.
Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Get him. There you got them all. I did get them all. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. That was a person. You know, it kind of looks like the, kind of looks like a Monty Python night. Come on, Patsy, chop its head off. The boys, come on, boys, chop its head off. Right, one rabbit stew coming right up. I'm not going there yet. This is just a flesh wound. You're a loony.
quicker.
I like how Leon reacts to that. And we're done here. And we're done here. Just gather up all y'all's supplies. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you participating in our little social experiment here. Mucho apreciado. What else y'all got? What else y'all got on ya? His gun wound up way up there. Yeah, the little liquor trick there is cool. Man. Just a bunch of sellable machine gun ammo.
Here at ARC, your movements will be constantly monitored. Do not leave the designated areas without authorization. The recording and transmitting of information is strictly prohibited.
Okay. Let's see. Grab. Grab and sell. Save. Okay. Fix our armor. Sell all those. Sell all that. Okay. So, let's check our upgrade situation here. No. Okay, so yeah, it can't get any more powerful. That's right. Okay. So the Requiem can though. Hand cannon. Okay. Let's go. Bunch of skeletons doing messed up workouts. Dude, I got so much ammo. Here we go. One of the highlights of the game right here. I love his intro and his music.
Not necessary. I'll neutralize the target myself.
Like his intro music is like, here comes a total badass. He gets like almost Terminator-esque intro.
Leon Kennedy.
Hunk, baby.
We finally meet.
This your favorite part of the game? Yeah.
I didn't realize I had such a big fan.
I hit the
How
wrong
about an
button.
autograph?
I heard you were smartass.
I totally figured it out. Get him already? Wow. I bet he's a trip on insanity.
Ran into trouble. This guy was one tough bastard.
Coming from you, that's quite the compliment.
The disrespect. Such impudence. Can't teabag him.
Grace should be nearby. Time to finally get some answers.
Won't let you go in here yet. Oh wait, no, I think that is the points to go in there. Okay, so before we do that, oh man, I thought there was a save room here. Hang on, I want to do some stuff with him real quick. Ah, you know what? No, we're not gonna do that. Hang on, we'll do that later. He is still alive, yeah. Hunk is still alive because, like, his body's gone. I went back down there and checked on my hardcore playthrough, or whatever that was, my classic playthrough, and he is gone. He is in fact gone. His body's gone.
Grace should be just up ahead. Come on.
Look, there's a door over there.
Crane's blocking it though.
I've got Grace like pimped out now. Like I've got all of her stuff. Like she's got like tons of med injectors. Like, I'm not worried about anything
Once
on
I
her
go down,
run.
there's no getting back up.
Bunch of hemolytic injectors. Got a few on me now. Got a bunch in the box. I've probably got an injector for every enemy that she's gonna encounter.
System locked. Override key required for reactivation.
Just strolling along, just casual stroll here. Like she's running through mud. I think I'm all out. Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
The game's incredible.
Just beyond here.
Warning. Threat level orange. Confirmed in storage sector. Critical error. Containment
clean
lockdown
house.
failure.
Oh yeah. I'm coming to clean this house. Have y'all seen the Michael Jackson
Can't see.
thing for the liquors? It's hilarious. Michael Jackson sound effects for the liquors. Oh no, Grace, Grace, Grace. Grace, what are you doing? Grace, what are you doing here? Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that. Hang on. Combine. Give me a few of these, just in case. All right. What's our health at? Caution. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was going to give me the R2 notification, and I just started swiping. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wait, arc. There we go. 10, 90, 20. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do. Man, I've got like, what to do with all this blood? Let's see. Is the thing that tells me how to make the acid in here? Bottle of acid. If so, I'll just make a bunch of acid right now. Where was that file at? Is it out here? Try to remember where that was. Oh no, you know, I think it's down in the storage containers. I do believe that's where it's at. Okay. We do have to come back this way, so. But might as well go ahead and do these things now. Right in the liquor ass. Some fried blood. Go ahead and wake these guys up. So probably later. Good deal. Good stuff. I didn't know where the action was, so I can go this way. Alright. Those guys won't be a problem later now. There more? Nope, that's all of them. That will do. What was this guy? No, he already woke up. Alright. Well, that'll do. Still plenty of blood. About this guy. Go ahead and get you out of bed. Boom, boom. Let's go. Wait, is this, no, that's not the right thing. Okay. Alright, there we go. Grace, if we could just, make some stabilizers or something to make you faster, that would be wonderful. Yeah, when I was loading up on her stuff at Rage Hill, I was like, yeah, man, she's gonna run through Ark. Alright, bitch, I got something for you. Got something for you. Got something for you, Mr. Liquor. That didn't even hit him. You baby. You sissy. Oh, I don't need all that blood right now. He's a wuss. Don't have to worry about him anymore. Yeah, I'm just dropping everything.
All right, Leon. Be careful. Nice.
Nice. Just strutting. It was a very generous damage radius, it was. Caught him on the bottom claw of his left foot. Apparently that was enough to just begin the cellular degeneration. So apparently that was all it took. I'll plug this in a minute. I love this game, man. This game is so good. Go ahead and wake you up, night night. Okay, I think that recipe might be in here. Well, that's definitely in here. Let's see. Nope, it is definitely downstairs. Okay. Is that TV? No. Watching TV over here. It's like a massage table or something. Oh no. Just gonna drop this. Bullshit. That'll do, big. Still up and out. Oh, he was. He was a spirited guy. Gave it the old college try there. Right in the ass. Grace always goes for the ass. Right in the ass. And we're done here. Let us be moving along. Oh, shit. Right here. Last use for this. Drop this off. Clear up spot. Oh, the acid recipe's in this room.
Control Center. Noah.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yeah, now we're gonna have some fun. Now we're gonna have some fun. 50, 60, 80. Okay. Acid bottles, ahoy. Wait. Let's see, combine. I get 2 bottles of acid for 1 bottle? Ho ho. You don't say. Oh, no, never mind. I read that wrong. That's how many I had. Combine. Oh yeah, boy. Here we go. Actually, that needs to be my bottom here. Oh yeah. Oh, now we're gonna have some fun. Flickers, who cares? I got him. I got him. Right, Arnold. Right on his head. Yes, sir. Right here, boy. Oh, 20, you shouldn't have. We'll take that. Take that. Come on now. I can never remember which ones have monsters in them and which ones don't. I think this one right here does. Oh, I see you. Oh shit. You fell for it. You fell for it. Oh shit, there's one right there. You don't want to. That was wild. Oh no, right in the crotch. Right in the crotch. Oof. Poor liquor. Okay. So, make some more. I think I can make another one. Okay, yeah. Alright, so okay. I did take off running like a bitch when that liquor showed up. I ain't gonna lie. There's definitely something in here. Yeah. You know he did. Oh, no. Come on. Get the recipe. You can do it. There we go. Scrap. Say that like a transformer cussing. Scrap. Did I leave something over here? What is that? I totally didn't even go in there. Was that there before? I thought I came in there. Was that even there before? Combine. Take some more injectors. I'll take those all day. Use that. Shift at the camera. She gave herself a little shot there. A little shotty shot. Come on out. Go. Great. Great.
AI Control Center. NOAA. Reboot failure. No response. Containment protocol inactive. Containment protocol inactive.
Good place to save, even though I don't think I'm going to need a save. Good day, Arjun.
This is it. I did it.
No, Grace. Off these generous hitboxes. I love how the other liquor just doesn't even care. It's like whatever. It's like Larry just got roasted. Whatever, I don't care. He was an asshole. He's over here, I think. No? Where is? I know there's two in here. I'm not gonna fall for that. There's two in here. Where is it? There it is. Right in your face. In your face. Right. Sample of the crotch. Alright. Great. Empty bottle? Shit, they know what's up. Hemolytic injectors and bottles of acid. Most OP device in this game aside from the rocket launcher. Oh, I thought that was a coin. I was like, when did I get a coin? Oh, I gotta jump back down, don't I? Okay, go back that way. And then they all come through there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Grace wiping the lab. Grace about to do her Theoden. Let them come. That Wicker's like, what the hell? Let them come. Liquor? I barely know her. That's funny. I'm surprised I didn't think of that, sir. Kudos. Alright. So, now, I think that's it for Grace. I think that's it for Grace. Thanks for coming to the party, Grace. It's been real. Now it's time for Total Slaughter Island with Leon Kennedy. Whoa. Like, whoa, man. That was a good Keanu there for her. Whoa. Alright, we're done here. Yo, I might just speedrun the rest of this.
Containment breach. System-wide surveillance failure detected.
Alright, so how are we looking? Let's see. Got this unneeded med injector. Oh yeah, we need some love, don't we? There we go. Equip.
Over there. Easy as pie.
Shit. Talk about pie. It's like, what? Leon got a problem? What? Problem solved, baby.
Oh, shit. You've got to be kidding me.
I don't even want these grenades. I don't even want them. I don't even want them, man. Let's see. More machine gun ammo. They must really want you to waste your time here. Still the Mortal Edge for 25,000. I just saw that, man. That would be a great way to upgrade your stuff at the end if you needed to. Oh, yeah, this is... okay.
Security threat detected. Elevator shut down. In effect. Override key authorization required.
Legendary module, 10,100. Oh yeah. Sniper time, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Is that right there? Just trying to tag him. Come on. Where you at? Come on over here and get wore out. Shit. Yes, sir.
This must be the room.
Where's he at?
I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can.
That's what we like to hear, Leon. That's what we like to hear. What have I not crafted with him? It said craft everything with Leon. I think I've crafted everything with him. Let's see. Challenges. Bang for your buck. Case closed. Cool. Incomplete. Okay. Remarkable 8. Okay. Haven't done Insanity. Master Craftsman. Craft every possible item with Leon. What have I not crafted? Cat got your tongue. Need a hatchet. Well, there's a few of these I haven't done, so. Within 4, oh, I'm not meeting the 4-hour thing. We're at 7 hours and 40 minutes. That's not happening. You must just have to just run straight through the game to get that one. Oh shit.
Haven't changed much, have ya?
No goodies for me in here? No? Okay. Alright, snap out of it. There we go. Okay. There's the other one. Is it behind me? Oh, it's behind me. Shit. I knew it was there. Yeah, I'm struggling. He is aboard the struggle bus. All right. We can. Oh shit! That's right. It's fine. I see you there, Super Liquor. I see you. Are you there? Okay. Alright, have some fun. Have some fun time.
Warning, autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable. Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline.
DLC, my hope.
Aerosol monitor warning.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the stream. My hope is that
Let's get this over
it
with.
is
The elevator will arrive shortly.
now it will. I hope it's you're
The
following
elevator has arrived.
those guys you see at the end. Like they come, I think they're coming down there to get Zeno's head. That's what I think they're going down there to do. I hope you're following them, and I hope their
can't
way
waste
out
any more
of that
time here.
area is through
I need to go.
the remnants of the old Umbrella Lab, and you come out of the ruins of the Arclay, the exploded Arclay mansion. That's what I hope. But whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be cool. Okay. Put that there. Put you here. Okay. And Leon looking bad. My man's looking bad. Magic gun. Magic gun, appear. Oh yeah, you can't skip this. You know, I still haven't seen the bad ending yet. I know people have talked about it, and I know Leon dies, but I don't, so I think we'll select the bad ending this time. Leon doing his thriller walk. So the people that die from this disease he's got, do they turn into zombies too, or is it just kind of like you just die? love this picture of Mother Miranda right here. Even though I think she's kind of a mid character, I still think that's pretty cool that they put that in there. Let's get to the end.
This is finally my chance to do something.
Leon's dying, man. I can't go this way, what?
Oh, Leon!
This is some Assassin's Creed looking area here.
Leon!
Oh shit. Okay, I forgot it skips right to the decision. Destroy Elpis.
I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt.
I'm gonna destroy Elvis.
Finally get to see this bad ending here.
You promise you'll end this.
Oh, confirm. Confirm.
This is it.
You can
What
see.
did you do?
You can see the stitching on his Raccoon City badge.
What I had to.
Grace, get out of here! Go! Right behind you!
Possibly gonna be these guys.
What are you
I could
doing?
see them doing
Come
Chris.
on!
This is really different. What are we doing?
Leon!
Oh. Oh man. Just piece him up. Oh man. It's hard watching this happen to Leon. Did he put his fist in his chest? Did he give him the Spencer death? Oh no. He's not. Did they just sink?
At least I could save you.
No.
No, 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 no!
Oh my god. I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. Bro, I would have been mad as hell. But then I would have also been like, that's not the ending. I'm so glad I went with my gut on that. So what have I not seen here? What, do we get some decent stuff here? Yeah, they left you enough clues throughout the game to let you know that, you know, kind of which way to go on that.
I wish I could have saved you, Leon.
Save? You can't save anybody. So that would mean the little girl died too. Oh, I would have been pissed, dude. No way, man. No way. No way. Leon got his head blown off. Dude, what the hell? That was the chunks of his head went flying. That was nuts. I wonder how many people were super pissed thinking that was the end of the game. I might have to go watch some reactions now. She saved herself. No, yeah, like the first time we played the game, everybody was like, destroy Elpis, and I was like, no, I think that's a little too on the nose, and I picked release Elpis, and a couple people were like, go with your gut, man. And I was like, release Elpis for sure, and that wound up being the right decision. But I had never seen the bad ending, so I finally get to see this bad ending everybody talked about. And that was a very bad ending. That was a very Resident Evil ending. Like, the character just leaves at the end of the game. Just, you get out. Like, that's a very Resident Evil ending. All that was missing was the helicopter. Like, just fly off on a helicopter at the end. Just done. Bye. That's a classic Resident Evil ending. Just no tie-up. Almost no dialogue. Just gone. That's one thing I'm glad they have fixed from classic Resident Evil, are proper endings to the story. She saved herself. Yep. She's like, I'm good at saving myself. Oh, Keith Silverstein was in this. I just saw that in the credits. I saw him at Lexington Comic and Toy Con last weekend. I was going to the green room to get lunch, and he was coming this way. I wanted to say something to him, and I didn't. I kept it professional, you know, but I was like, hey man, I love your work, dude. Hey, what's up? You signed my shirt? No. So is this it? Can I skip this credits? Skip. Results casual 7:53 next. Dude, I would have been mad as hell. I would have been mad as hell. Okay, so there's nothing for getting both endings. I thought maybe there would be like a little bonus for getting both endings. No? Okay. Okay. Special content. I've got 18,600. Ghost Grudge with Leon. Redemption with Leon. RPG. A rocket launcher developed for anti-tank use. The simple design boasts devastating power, equally effective against non-tank enemies. Is this infinite? Is the RPG 7 infinite? It can't be. Unlock infinite ammo for guns. You can turn this feature on or off via options. Okay. Infinite durability. Infinite. Oh, so the infinite ammo is different. Okay, so do you get one shot with this rocket? Do you just get one shot with this RPG, or can you find more missiles? Machine gun ammo, rifle ammo. Well, the Redemption uses rifle ammo. Ghost Grudge. Wow, okay. Okay. Complete the main story by releasing Elpis within 4 hours. Wow. I like that it lets you, it shows you a tracker of how long you're playing, so you have an idea of how long it's been. I do like that. That's a nice touch. Kind of like that. It's you can. It looks like Reservoir Dogs. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool looking. RE4, Resident Evil 4 Leon, Apocalypse Leon, standard, just the jacket. I like the Apocalypse though. That's pretty cool. I might go with that on the next playthrough. Incomplete challenges, there are many. That was only 10. The final puzzle. Minimalist. Complete the main story without Grace using the blood collector. Fuck that. No, I'm not going to do that. Complete the main story without using herbs or med injectors. No. Curator. Yeah, that's why these ones are expensive. Okay. Remarkable agent. Insanity difficult. I'll probably do the insanity difficulty one, but final puzzle. Let the sweet pair hear the voice. Interesting. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. My third playthrough. Pretty crazy stuff. Great game. What a great game. I think next I come on the stream we'll play. I think I'll play the Pragmata demo, but for now I'm going to call it a night, hop off here for the evening. Appreciate you all being here, hanging out with me tonight. Always a good time, and good discussion earlier. Appreciate everybody who threw in and participated, and I'm going to hop off here, make myself a little something to eat, and get to work on some animation. So until next time, you all have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other, keep rocking, and your boy's back. What's up, dude? Yeah, right at the end. Yeah. But y'all have a great night, and I'll catch you later. Uncle Ray's back full time. I hope to have this Resident Evil Requiem review up tomorrow, or definitely by Thursday. So anyway, I'll catch you all later. Have a good night.